Hello everyone and welcome back to Breaking Point, the final chapter. Yes, even if it lasts another 6 hours tonight, I will be going right to the end tonight. Yes, hopefully it won't last another 6 hours, but if it does, we will continue until it ends. Hello Scott, welcome to the stream. He says, hi Dave, bloody hell, early start to the stream. Yeah, I am a little bit early. I got everything done tonight in time and I thought, well, I might as well just get this done. Save mucking around, so that's what I've done. So hopefully this is the final chapter, and I'm not quite sure if we're going to go to Abu Dhabi. We may be going, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, hello to all you lovely people in the UK right now. I do believe, judging by the fact that just before I come on here I had to chip some ice off my nose, that tonight is the coldest night of the year. Because according to the temperatures it says it's -6 right now in the UK, in good old southeast of England or wherever you are in the UK. So I believe that tonight is the coldest night of the year. So I hope you're all wrapped up and put the bloody heating on, because all I say is sod that slap-headed old from you know where. Just put the heating on. Don't sacrifice your health. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We'll worry about paying for it later. Just put it on. Now, good news is that at the weekend it's gonna warm up. It's gonna go well above the zeros, in fact, which is great. It's gonna rain, unfortunately, but it's gonna be well above the zeros. Finally, there's gonna be a break in the weather, which is great news for everyone out there who's currently suffering. I know there's a lot of people out there suffering, and some people aren't even putting their heating on, which I've got a sort of mixed sort of feelings about that, because if you don't put your heating on, there's a very high risk that you're going to damage the heating, and when you go to put it on, it's going to cost you even more in the long run. So it's better to put the heating on for a short amount of time as you can possible, but to keep it running, because that will stop any problems. Because seriously, in these temperatures your boiler will just freeze. It'll just freeze, yeah, and you'll end up with more problems in the end, so it's not really worth it. So just put it on as, if money's tight, which it is for everyone, just put it on for the least amount of time possible, but just make sure you keep it running. Got to keep it running. Anything like this that's got mechanical moving parts in it, you've got to keep it going. You've got to keep it going. Anyway, we've got Mr. Iron Patriot. He says, Dave, hello sir, welcome to the stream. Scott Barnes says tomorrow it's going to rain and warm up. Yeah, a big yay from me as well, Scott, because I tell you, I have no ambitions to be a snowman. No, I really don't want to be a snowman. I'm sorry, I don't want to be. I'm fine as I am. Yes, and it's been very cold, and unfortunately I do live in a drafty old castle. Yes, a drafty old castle, and when that drawbridge comes down on that castle, oh my god, you should feel the draft that comes through. It's terrible. It's terrible. I've told the soldiers, you know, when they have to leave, just make sure they put that drawbridge back up again, but they just never listen. And it's left open. All the elements come in, and it gets even more colder. It really is. It's terrible stuff. Anyway. May God bless the King, says Iron Patriot. Yes! Hang on, the music's gone really loud. Hang on. Hang on, that's quieting down. There you go. Matthew D'Souza says, hello Dave, I've got the weekend off because football was cancelled due to frozen pitch conditions. I'm not surprised, Matt. I'm not surprised. Iron Patriot says, King Dave Speedster. And the Moaning Yorkshireman is here as well. He says, Hookster, hello, welcome to the stream, Josh. Welcome to the stream. Yes, this is hopefully going to be the last part. And hopefully, it's probably only going to last about 20 minutes. And then that'll be it. It'll all be finished with. But it could go on longer than that. If it does go on for another 6 hours, I'm going to sit here and do it until it's finished. Because it's Friday, it's nearly Christmas, and I can't be bothered to do any more. So we bloody well better get finished tonight. So let's get straight into it then, because this could be very short indeed. Let's see what happens. Oh, wait a minute. One more comment before I go into it. Matthew says, do some online races after. I might do, Matt. I'll see. If this gets done in 20 minutes, I will definitely do that. Let's see how long it takes, though. I can't remember how many chapters there are. I think I read it online as 17, I think it said, but I'm not sure why it'd be 16. Anyway, let's just get on with it, Ilkster. With Aston Martin continuing to put together an impressive run of form, the gap between 4th and 5th places in the Constructors' Championship is continuing to narrow. Ackerman manages to beat... Oh, sorry, I'll read that again. Ackerman manages to best Butler at the United States Grand Prix, earning some much-needed championship points for Aston Martin as they continue to snap at the heels of their rivals at Alfa Romeo. Oh, no cutscene again. No cutscene. Aston Martin closes the gap. Let's go to the socials. See what we got. See what we got. New posts. Oh God, it's Crofty. Another solid points finish for Ackerman. Oh God, the phone's ringing. Who is it now? Oh, it's Aiden. Oh, I suppose we better speak to him now. We're best buds. Best buds we are. Hello?
Aiden.
Casper, hey, we're closing in on Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, good race out there.
I think we can do it, Casper. I think it's on.
You know it's not going to be easy, right?
Well, the fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
That doesn't make any sense.
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just wanted to say congrats.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
Bye.
Okie dokie then. I didn't get that either. But we will... Oh no, the phone's ringing again. Who's it this time? Oh, it's Brian, the boss. Oh, fucking hell. What have I done now, Brian? Hello?
Brian.
Casper, debrief has been put back 10 minutes, so you've got a little more time.
Okay, thanks.
Great race out there today. Who'd have thought we'd been pushing for 4th just a few months ago?
Yeah, well, you know what they say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
Oh, brilliant. I'll have to remember that one. That's inspiring is what that is. You keep fighting those fights, Casper. See you at the debrief.
Yeah. Bye, Brian.
Oh, I like that, Casper. I like that. Nick someone else's quote and claim it as your own and get all the credit. Now that's the kind of stuff I like. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Yes. Anyway, Crofty says, another solid points finish for Ackerman in Texas. Strong race for the Dutchman. He should be pleased with that. Yes. Natalie Pinkman, oh God, says, Aston Martin continuing their impressive form heading to the last few races. F1 big fan. Come on, there's Lucas Weber. Lucas Weber. Great race today for Ackerman, putting more pressure on Alfa Romeo. He's one lucky driver, right, Devon? Oh God, look out. It's Jessica McFadden. Oh, I've just been sick in my mouth. Oh, the lefty twat. Oh, God, no. Please, no. Please, please, no more Jessica McFadden, please. I love F1, not just for the race, for the championship, but for the battles throughout the grid. There is so much riding on these last few races. Smiley face. Wow. That was well worth tweeting, wasn't it? Yeah, impressive. Well done, Jessica McFadden. Oh, God. Aiden fan, Summers F1, slow puncher. That's the story of my life. It started well, but then I got a slow puncher, and that's been the story of my life ever since. Yeah. A slow deflation into nothingness. Or does that sum up my YouTube career? Yeah, I think that sums up my YouTube career. A slow deflation into nothingness. Well done, well done. He says, I don't want this season to end, but I do want to watch the next race as soon as possible. I'm so conflicted. We've got Noble F1. Yeah, won't bother with him. Grumpy old fan, that's me. Oh, we've got Rosanna Tennant. I've still got to get her number. For neutral fans, this is the best possible outcome. Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo have been trading blows for the past few races now. Yes. Oh, and look at that. Nothing from the F1 YouTubers. Wowzers. They obviously couldn't pay them enough at this point, so they had to drop them. Yeah. Anyway, on to the emails. Love you guys. Especially you, however. Zoe Ackerman says, hey, tried your phone earlier but couldn't reach you. Lily's gone into hyper mode ever since you mentioned her on TV. Now I've got to put her to bed somehow, so thanks, I think. Lucas Verber says, great race today, Casper. Not that I'm biased or anything, but I do love watching you beat Devon bloody Butler. Yeah, Devon bloody Butler. Lewis Sutton says, story's dead. We won't bother reading it then, will we? We won't bother reading it then. Let's go and collect my rewards. Still don't know what the fuck these rewards are about. We'll collect them anyway, because it's later doing it. Yeah, boring. So on to the next chapter we go. Chat. But before we do that, let's check the chat. Yes, because I don't want to leave you all out there lonely. No. I want you to think I'm not paying you enough attention, because that's not me. Everyone knows that's not me. Josh says I'm definitely not staying beyond 20 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty much most of what all my girlfriends have said. Ever. I'm definitely not staying beyond 20 minutes. Yeah, that's also been the story of wowzers. It's like you're psychic. Matthew says, go on, Devon Butler. I'll get you, Butler. I'll get that bus out. Get that bus out. Matthew says, this is the only good thing about F1 21. The rest of the game was awful, or just more or less the same as F1 2020. Yes, I quite agree. And then what did they do? They didn't bring it back for F1 22. What a load of muppets, eh? I would have loved to have played this and then gone in next week over Christmas and done F1 22 Breaking Point Part 2. I would have loved that, but alas, no. We just get the usual pile of shite. Yes, and the ability to change our sofa and our carpets and our decor and new sunglasses and hats and bullshitting t-shirts, and that's it. F1 22, that's all you had to offer us. Look at what your older brother has brought to us. He's brought to us a whole narrative structure of almost 6 hours long. A whole narrative structure. He's brought into our lives Ackerman. He's brought in Devon bloody Butler. He's brought in mystery. He's brought in intrigue, suspense, the whole 9 yards. Yes, this is like a very good James Bond film from the 60s. This narrative story, it really is. And that was all done by F1 2021. What have you done, F1 22? What have you done to contribute to your ability to claim that you're brilliant? What have you've done? Nothing, absolutely nothing. No, except make people very annoyed when they keep getting spun out every time because the handling's not very good. That's all you've done. So shame on you, F1 22. Shame on you. That's what I say. Oh god. Anyway, rant over. God, I'm knackered now. I haven't even started yet. Josh says, Casper the crafty bastard, a bit like the huckster with my catchphrases. And how dare you, sir? How dare you? Oh, look, it's George of the Russell. That's outrageous, absolutely outrageous. I've never stolen anyone's other catchphrases. They're all mine, even yours. Your catchphrases are all my catchphrases. So leave it out, okay? Leave it out. I'm very bloody cold tonight, and I don't want none more of your nonsense. All catchphrases are mine. Slow deflation into nothingness. You definitely need to make your autobiography and call it. Yeah, I should do. Yeah, I can see it now on the bookshelves. I can see it in Woolworths. If that was actually a thing still, it probably isn't. No, because that's the last time I left the house. We still have Woolworths. And I used to go there and get my pick and mix. Oh, the pick and mix. The fucking pick and mix. Oh, God, I miss those days. Oh, I miss those days. Yes. Yes. Oh, God. Oh, it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant, you know. The way you just stick your hand in and grab a load of sweets and put them into a bag, not even thinking for 1 second that maybe the last person who had their hands over your sweets may have just been to the toilet and not washed their hands again. But you never gave that a second thought. You just, it was a different era. It was a different time. You didn't care about germs and all that shit back then. No, all you were interested in was putting your hand in that pick and mix, mate, and grabbing all them sweeties. And then you got them home. In fact, you never got them home. You never got the pick and mix home, because as soon as you were outside Woolworths, you were stuffing those fucking sweets in your gob like nothing tomorrow, I'll tell you. They were going down your throat like anything, they were, because you just couldn't wait. Nobody could wait the pick and mix to get home. No. I used to stuff them down your gullet and they were all gone. And by the time you got home, well, you just about got to your door and you felt sick and you were queasy and oh my god. But it was a great experience. It really was. It was the best. Woolworths pick and mix was just the godly. It was just godly. Really was. I do miss those days, but it's times have moved on now, Dave. So anyway, yeah, so I want to see that book on the bookshelves of W.H. Smith's. Is that still a thing? Oh god, I hope so. I hope so. I want to see it on the shelves of W.H. Smith's. I've just lost the chat. Hang on, here it is. There we go. A Slow Deflation into Nothingness by the Hookster. A life story unravelled before your eyes. Yeah, I like that. I like that. In fact, I might start writing that straight after this stream. Josh says, hurry up, Dave, we're already 10 minutes in, 10 minutes left and you're still ranting. Dave's autobiography in the bargain bin at WH Smith's will be a sight to behold. $3.99 with an extra 20% off. I don't think it would reach $3.99, even at full price first day out in the shops, to be honest. No, it had to be a $1.99 special, you know? You know, the sort of thing that, you know, you're just rushing past the shop and you know you need to go to the toilet urgently, but you've got nothing to read, and you rush in there and you go right, the first thing I see on the shelf I'm going to buy, and you see that and it's my autobiography and it's $1.99. Yep, fuck it, that'll do. You pick that off the shelf, you give the woman the money or your card, or I don't know, do they even pay for things with money? Probably not. You give them your card, you swipe your card, whatever, $1.99. Yeah, then you go, I don't care what it is. I need the shit. I need a very, very urgent shit. I don't care what it is. And so you rush along to that toilet and you're sitting there reading this autobiography from me, and you just end up with the bestest shit that you've ever had in all your life. I'm talking, oh my god, it's like a whole cathedral choir is singing in your ears and saying and this smooth, like buttery shit just going whoosh whoosh. It doesn't even touch the sides. There's no side touching. It's just whoosh, and you're like within seconds, and you're like, wow, thanks Dave, that was great. And then you get up and do what you have to do and continue with your day. Anyway, I really should get on now. He never sold a copy, that's the story of his life. Boom, boom. Has Dave been on the drinks tonight or something? Yes. No, I'm just cold. 20 minutes and nearly up, we're already making shitty noises, referring to shit as buttery. Magnificent. Okay, I'm getting on now. Right, I'm getting on. Oh, God. Let's go to the next chapter. Here we go. Chapter 16. It all comes down to this, the final race of the season. With a superb effort over the back half of the year, Aston Martin have managed to find themselves within striking distance of Alfa Romeo, Devon Butler's team. Oh, we got no cutscene again. Oh, cutbacks. Let's go to the socials. Hey, it's Scott from Into the Barrier. Oh god, then the phone's ringing. Hang on, Scott. Oh, it's Brian. Hello?
Brian.
Casper! Cassie boy!
Steady on? Steady on?
Huge!
Yeah.
Last race of your career. How does it feel?
Well, I don't know. I guess I feel...
Oh, I'm so excited, let me tell you. I'm like a kid at Christmas.
Wow.
I'm excited for my retirement.
Oh, you're going to be great out there today. I can feel it in my bones. You're going to be terrific. Just remember what I taught you.
And what was that exactly?
Hilarious. I sure will miss you, Cass. Let's go out with a bang, eh? Not literally. Right, I'll leave you to it. Be brilliant. Be wonderful. Good luck.
Alright, calm down. Someone's been on the bloody sherry. Jesus Christ. Into the barrel. Oh no, who's ringing me now? Oh, it's the missus. Oh, fuck off. I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm busy. Oh, God. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Cass. How's it going?
Yeah, fine. Just a little bit.
Sad?
Yeah, maybe. How's Lils?
She's good. We're just grabbing an early lunch. Do you want to talk to Daddy?
Why aren't you racing anymore, Daddy?
Well, because Daddy's retiring.
Can I retire?
You need a job first, Lily. Hey, who's your favorite driver?
I like Aiden.
Aiden? Did Mommy tell you to say that? Can you put her back on the phone?
Aiden Jackson. Bye, Daddy.
No, just hang on, Lily. Hello? Aiden Jackson.
Let me just tell you, everyone, that the voice for Lily, she's actually 37. Oh, God. Who's ringing me now? Oh, fuck me. What do you want?
Aiden.
Hey, Casper. How's it going?
Yeah, fine. You okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to wish you well, really. And say thank you, you know, for everything.
Hey, you've got nothing to thank me for.
And look, I'm sorry.
I think we've apologized enough by now.
I guess we have. So, the last race of an incredible career. I'll be honored to witness it.
Thanks, Aiden. I'll see you down there.
See you down there.
Yes, indeed. And as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. The voice of Lily, she's actually 37 years old. Yeah, 37 years old. Because as you know, the child laws in the world are that you can only work for, if you're a kid, you can only work for 15 minutes at a time. 15 minutes at a time. So there's no way that Codemasters would have accepted that. So they've basically just got a 37-year-old to sound like a kid. And what they've done is they've digitally made her voice sound even more squeaky than what it usually is. Because that is no way is that a child doing that voiceover. Okay, I know voiceovers. That's a 37-year-old grown woman, probably with about 14 kids herself by now. Yeah, pretending to be a kid. Outrageous, Codemasters, absolutely outrageous. But there you go. Right. Into the Barrier says, can't believe Ackerman is retiring. I've grown up watching him race. What a character he's been, and what a driver. Yes. Oh God, we've got Matty G, everyone. I've really enjoyed watching Aston Martin's comeback over the last few months, but let's keep our expectations realistic. It's going to be a tall order to beat Alfa Romeo at this stage. Well, thank you, Matt. Well done indeed. It's just, God, what the hell is he's in here? He's having a fight with Cliff Mitch. Yes, it's a slim chance, but it won't. They had some good form, but Butler and Jenner are pretty consistent. Oh yeah. All right, we'll let them have a fight with each other. It's David Twat Coulthard. He says that fourth place in the constructor standings is a juicy story, right? Today I'm an Aston Martin fan. Come on, Aston Martin. Yes, thank you, Mr. David Twat Coulthard, the greatest Formula One driver in the history of the world ever. Oh, he was brilliant. Just go back and watch his 1995 season in the Williams. Go back and watch him crash the car on the formation lap. Go back and watch him do it again. Yes, go back and watch him do it. I think it was several times. Yes. It's great to watch. Indeed. Go back and watch him on the grid every time. He had a different girlfriend pretty much every single race. The Scottish scamp, I'll tell you, every single race and a different girlfriend holding up his brolly. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. So, girlfriend every race, couldn't drive for shit, spun out on the warm-up lap, but somehow he's still regarded as one of the greats. Love it. In other words, he's just like me. Oh look, there's F1 Claire. Hi Claire, great tits. Some season for Aston Martin. A new driver may leave whilst an old one retires. Could there have been 2 seats to fill next season? Here's Will Buxton, bloody hippie. The most eventful Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in recent memory. So many permutations for driver stands in the constructors. I can barely keep up. Lucas Weber says Ackerman's the most underrated F1 driver of his generation. Thank you. And we got Karen Chandcock. Regardless of how it all ends for Ackerman and Aston Martin today, he's certainly given us entertainment this year. Yes, he has. And you, Mr. Sharkstein, you need to cut your hair. Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. This is not the 70s anymore, you know. Oh, God. Oh, God. Here's Mr. Quadrant Man himself. Mr. Arava, the blessed one, the excited one, the fake excitement. He's so excited! So excited! Oh! Couldn't sleep last night. Far too excited for this season finale. I rather doubt that, Mr. Arava. I rather doubt that. Yes, I think you're far too busy doing your next My Team, to be honest. But anyway, we will continue. Lucas Weber says, want to send you best wishes at the final race. I know I was talking about full place for you guys, but I don't care as long as you beat Butler. Right, weekend preview. What does that mean? Yeah, Abu Dhabi. Yeah, it's crap, as it always is. Car's in great shape and snagger fugger. Sand seems happy. Good for him. Oh, okay then. Okay then. This is it. The final frontier, as they said in Star Trek. Let's do this. Knowing they need to finish ahead of both Alfa Romeo drivers, Casper Ackerman makes a push up the pack as he sets his sights on Devon bloody Butler and 4th place in the Constructors' Championship. Oh, it's a full race.
The roar of the crowd can only really mean one thing. Race day has arrived here in Abu Dhabi. It's time to join our teams who are getting ready down on the grid.
Where did we finish in qualifying?
We have 21 corners here at the Yas Marina circuit, 12 to the left and 9 to the right.
Yes.
It's a total lap distance of just over 3.4 miles. There are 2 long back straights opening up some passing opportunities into the braking zones. And we expect average lap speeds of around 123 miles an hour.
Wow. Hey, trouble is this the old layout?
Martin could still catch Alfa Romeo today, but it's a pretty tall order. And are you still surprised they are where they are?
I am, to be honest, yeah. When you look back at how they finished last season, the fight they had in Canada, the antagonism on and off track, these two really weren't getting on. I think a lot of people, myself included, had written them off.
Well, they've been nothing if not surprising, the Aston Martin pair. Of course, neither driver may be with them next season.
Yeah, it's Ackerman's last race today. I'll certainly be sorry to see him go. And they say Jackson and Mercedes are in talks, so who knows?
Well, Mercedes continue to be cagey about that open seat for next season, claiming that no decision's been made yet, and they'll see how this season concludes first. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Pierre Gasly and Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Butler, Norris and Carlos Sainz, Tsunoda, Ackerman,
Yeah!
Aiden Jackson and Giovinazzi, Mazepin, Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo and Mick Schumacher, Latifi and George Russell ends our grid lineup. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Plenty of overtakes from this man Ackerman today, and here's another one to chalk off. This guy shouldn't be retiring from Formula One. And what's happening here? It looks like Giovinazzi's retiring. And I'm not sure what the issue is, but there's a potential opportunity here for Aston Martin, as it seems that Devon Butler's been left alone to see off the competition.
And he's not having the best of days, Crofty. A few mistakes creeping in here and there, a few lockups. This race isn't over yet.
Going quicker than Butler now, Casper. Outstanding work. We've got a chance here.
Roger.
Let's make that push. We're all behind you.
I'm on it.
Overtake Butler before lap 9? Are you sure?
Devon's currently in 6th place, P6. The gap behind us is 3.4 seconds.
I got you, Pierre. Don't you block me, bastard.
You're 4 places down on Devon.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you put me off then, Imitation Jeff. Fuck's sake. Oh. Boys, 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 pick a side, come on. Oh, contact with Ocon. Checking for damage. No damage. Come on, Ocon.
Okay, you're in the top 10. Devon's currently in 6th place, P6. Devon is a couple of places up on you. Devon's currently in 6th place, P6.
Well, the
not far ahead now, Cass. Keep on it.
I'm coming for you, Butler! Butler! Get that bus out, Butler!
Devon is directly ahead of you. The gap to the car behind is 1.5 seconds.
Haha, major break. I got you now. Woo!
So Aston Martin potentially on track to really upset Alfa Romeo here, with Ackerman leading Butler and Jackson not too far behind. Butler's closing in on Ackerman. He's trying to win that race back, but which way's he going to go? Down the inside he goes!
Oh no! Oh!
Really aggressive.
Yes!
Both cars spinning
Yes!
out.
Fuck you! Fuck
Too late on
you!
the brakes. I'm
Butler!
sure the stewards will be looking at this one after the race.
But the Aston Martin car's still moving.
Yes!
Dutchman
Come
must
on!
have
Come
been
on!
continuing at.
It's great to see him still in this fight, Crofty, but he has suffered significant damage. There are points
Oh,
up for
no.
grabs today, though, don't forget.
Well, that is significant. But can Casper Ackerman's Aston Martin car finish?
You okay, Casper? The data this end suggests the car is compromised.
That's fine. I can finish.
Butler's out of the race.
Butler's out, we have a shot. Jackson's closing fast, Casper.
Okay.
You need to go for third, Aiden.
Bobby, third. What about Casper?
What, we let Aiden pass?
Let Aiden pass. Do the best you can, Casper. How's the car?
Good enough. Will you give a message to Aiden?
You need to pass Casper, Aiden.
Copy.
He says you'd better get on that podium.
And that will get the team fourth.
Maybe, if Casper's car holds out.
I guess I better get on that podium then.
Gap to car in front is 4.0 seconds.
This is too much excitement for an old man.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Gap to teammate behind is 3.2 seconds. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I'm coming for you, Bottas.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.7 seconds.
Don't you block me, Bottas! Oh, you had to lock up horribly there, didn't ya? Oh, that's put me right off now.
Our gap behind is 1.7 seconds. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Come on, last lap, got to get past him.
This is your final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 7.7 seconds.
No! Ah, you didn't do it that time, did ya? Gotcha. Yes, we've done it, chat.
Superb effort, mate. Well done. Just brilliant.
Woo!
And they've done it! What a season this has been for Aston Martin. Even a race or two ago you wouldn't have believed it, but they finished 4th in the Constructors. If the rumours are to be believed, they'll be reluctant now to let young Aiden Jackson go. What a talent he's proved to be, and an incredible end to an incredible career for Casper Ackerman, who somehow found his way back into the race after that nasty scrape with Butler. What a race here in Abu Dhabi!
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Hey.
Casper! We did it.
We did it. Have you seen the crash yet?
No, what happened?
No, I'll let you see it for yourself.
And Butler's okay?
Bruised ego, perhaps. Anyway, I just came to congratulate you all and bid you a fond farewell. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you later. We'll celebrate.
Stay for a bit.
No.
Come on, what are they going to do? Discipline you? This isn't my victory, Casper. This is ours.
Some race. Yeah, some race. You know, you had us all worried for a moment out there. Brian, when have I ever let you down? You really want me to answer that? Best not. Hey, it's been a pleasure. Well, the pleasure has been mine, Brian.
Heck of a career you've had, Cass.
Casper!
And I think you'll want it.
Casper! Casper!
For heaven's sake, man, get out there. You've earned it.
Toto! Is that it? Oh, that's it. Oh, that's nice. I like that. There you go. The end of Breaking Point. Feel quite sad now. There's all the famous names of everyone that's made the game. You can all shout out in Twitter and say you're useless and you can't make F1 games for shit. Yes, we love doing that, don't we? Every year we do the same. Yeah, you lot, you're all bloody useless while they're sitting there every day, 10 hours a day sometimes, 12, 14 hours a day, slaving away at the game, trying to make it as good as possible, and then they release it to the public and pretty much 30 seconds after it's been released to the public, this game's shit, mate. This game's shit. Bloody shit. Same every year. All you do is make a lot of old shit. I'm sure everyone involved in the project, those names are coming up on screen now. I'm sure they love those moments. They just hear your praise of them, to say that after all those hours spent making this game, you just turn around and say after 30 seconds, no, it's shit, mate. Shit. Why can't you make a decent bloody game? And I'm one of those people. Because we just love to do it, don't we? Every single year. Yeah, you, let's look at you, Melissa you're shit, girl. You're shit, you are, yeah. And you, Anastasia, whatever. You're shit and all. And I can't pronounce Japanese names, I'm not even going to try. Apart from Mitsubishi Lamborghini. We love to do it though, don't we? Wow, look at all these people that worked on this game. Just look at them, look. Pretty much half the UK is involved in making this game, including Ben Daly. Look at that. Benjamin bloody Daly gets in the credits of an F1 game. Unbelievable. They never asked me. They never asked me. Outrageous. They haven't even face scanned me to use in the game. They're saying about their face scanner wasn't big enough to fit my huge ego in. So like that anyway. That's what they said to me when I sent them an email asking if I could be in the game. They said, sorry, our machine couldn't take your head. That's what they said. Unbelievable. Well, here we go. Breaking Point story mode. Yes. I don't know any of those people, but well done to all of you. Writing and narrative design. Someone actually wrote that script. Oh my god. I could have written that script on the back of a fag packet. Yes, I could have done. Because it was brilliant. I was hoping that Devon Butler at the end was going to get out his big fuck off gun and go, say hello to my little friend. I was hoping that was going to happen. In fact, I've been waiting for the moment, but it didn't actually happen. So I'm a bit disappointed. I must admit. Bit disappointed. And unfortunately we didn't get to chuck him in the trunk afterwards like we did in Tokyo Race Driver, but there you go. I have no idea who these people are now. I'm sure they're just making up names on the screen. Look at them. Look, global operations, physical supply chain operations. What the holy fuck is this crap all about? Global operations, content management and subscriptions. Yeah. EA it. F1 esports champions Brendan Lee, David Tunitza, Yarno Oatmeal. Yarno Oatmeal. I love Yarno Oatmeal. Look at all this. Look at all this. Look at all this. Special thanks. Classic DLC. Oh God, Aaron was on there, and Matthew. Ah, this is it. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving right now. I'm done. I'm done. I'm completely done. Please don't forget, next year we'll make another game which won't have this in, but we'll charge you even more for it. Yes, it'll be 70 of your Earth pounds next year. Yes, and it won't have this in it. No, because we can't be bothered to do it every year. No, every 2 years at the least is all we can do. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, don't forget to give us 70 quid for F1 22, because that's what we need. We need to keep the coffers going, otherwise we'll all be unemployed, you know. Epilogue challenge. Epilogue. Have we done that already then? Have we done that? I'm not quite sure. It says following the event today, Jackson and Ackerman managed to secure a fourth place finish for Aston Martin in the 20. With adrenaline still pumping through his veins, Jackson takes a moment away from the celebrations, gathering his thoughts in the privacy of his driver room and reflecting upon the journey that has brought him to this moment. I thought that was it. Is that it? I'm going to press it now, and I find out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's good. Let's have a look. Oh, wait a minute. We might have more. Have we got more? Surely not. No, it's just, that's it, isn't it? It's just the final pieces. Social medias. Will Buxton. Coulthard says, just be watching the Turn 8 incident again. That's questionable stuff from Butler. Looks desperate to me. Yeah, that's him. Lucas Verber says, 19 years in Formula 1. What an influence Ackerman has had on the sport. Enjoy your retirement. Jessica McFadden, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Jimmy Broadbent says, so do clowns, to Martin Oakes. There you go. Karen Shunduk said, a season for history books. It sure was. It sure was. F1 Claire, nice tits, says everyone's saying it's Jackson to Mercedes for 2022, but let's not get carried away. There's still just rumours for the time being. Natalie Pinkman says, frustrating day for Alfa Romeo fans. They came into the race the clear favourites, only to see fourth place slip through their fingers. Ouch. Ouch. Emails, females. What have we got? Dodo here. We've been in touch with you and said you'd like to meet us for a chat. Ooh. Nice one, Dodo. What a race. Still buzzing, says Jeff. Claire says, that was some race. My producer wants to do a feature-length piece on it. Ooh. And Zoe wants to go out for dinner. And some sex, obviously. Because that's what you go out for dinner for. To have some sex afterwards. Otherwise, what's the point in going out for dinner? Sometimes it's always best to have sex first, then go out to dinner. Because the age-old problem is that you want the sex. So what happens is, because you're desperate for the sex, you rush through dinner. Yeah, you do. It's like first course, yeah. Stuff it in your face. And then main course, and then stuff it in your face. Then you get a dessert, and you're literally stuffing that ice cream down your gullet 100 miles an hour because you want the sex. You want the sex. Yeah, you're stuffing it down your face, and it's like, come on, pay the bill. Let's go. And so you're rushing off home. You're in a taxi, and you're starting to, you're already starting to rip each other's clothes off in a taxi like that because you want the sex. You want the bloody sex. And so that's what's happening. Then you get home and there's just sex. Then it's just a banging and the banging and the banging and the banging and the banging all night. Now, there's an easier way of doing that, you see, and that's to have the sex before you go out to dinner. Yeah, have the sex. So get the banging, the banging, the banging, the banging, the banging, and the banging, and the bang. Get it all out of the way, okay? Go and have a shower, and then go and have a nice dinner afterwards. Yeah, and then you can relax. Take your time. Go through the first course. Lovely. Take your time with the main course. Yes, and then just absolutely, as you're sitting there all full up and bloated, just slowly dribble that ice cream into your mouth for half an hour if you want to, because there's no rush, because afterwards there's no sex. No. So there's my tip of the day. Yes. Have the sex first, then I go out to dinner. Oh God. Right. Oh no, that is it. It says return to main menu. So there you go. We'll take our rewards. Thank you very much. And I presume that it will go back to the main menu. So that was it from Breaking Point. Just a few Twitter tweets to finish it off, I think, wasn't it? Yes. That's it. That's it. Let's go back to the chat, because I'll tell you what, I'm exhausted. I am physically exhausted after that. That's just taking it all out of me now. It really has. What did you think of that, chat? What did you think of that? Lionel Plessy says, I've missed the final of this. No, you haven't, Mr. Plessy, because don't forget, there's always the rewind button. Yes, and start the stream from the start, and you can catch up on all the fun. So don't ever think you've missed out, because you haven't. Rest in peace, Murray Walker. Yes, indeed. Rest in peace, Murray. Greatest F1 sports commentator of all time. Matthew says, yes, what a legend Murray Walker was, indeed. Final Plessy says, until the next Breaking Point, hopefully they get some new characters in. Yeah, I'd like to see that. But I'd also like to see the return of Devon Butler. Devon Butler. Josh says that wasn't actually that bad. I agree with you, Josh. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be terrible. That's why I've resisted doing it for so long, because obviously the game's been out for a year and a half. And I thought no, and I didn't even watch other YouTubes do it either, because I didn't want to know exactly what was happening. And I think I made the right choice on that, because otherwise I would have known exactly what to do. That's why, if you notice, during some of the things when the screen goes blank, I'm like, because I don't know what's happening, because I really didn't know what was going to happen next, which I think is great. I say I saw Arava do. This bloody music calms down. I saw Arava do about the first 5 minutes of the Breaking Point. I just wanted to get a gist of what it was about. But that is all I've seen of Breaking Point until I've done this series that I've been doing right now. So yeah, I think that was a great decision, and hopefully, yeah, they'll bring it back. I hope so. Anyway. Lionel Plessy said, needs another Codemasters game that's a story like Toka with the McCain family. Yes, I agree with you. Now, what about the Grid Legends? Because apparently that's got a narrative story in it. I haven't got that game, so I don't know. But is that any good? Because I wouldn't mind doing that on here, because I'd get away with it, because as long as it's got cars in it, we'll be all right. Lionel says, I'm glad they got Ian Livingstone back to do the F1 music again. Yeah, it is great music, I must admit. What a shame they never asked you to be involved in the Breaking Point. I wouldn't say a shame, it's a travesty. That's what it is, an absolute travesty that they didn't ask my involvement. Matthew says, is Dave in the credits? Well, funny you asked that, Matthew, because despite the fact that I've watched the credits several times and pausing them several times and actually recording them onto my VHS video recorder and then pausing them several times as well, I can't see my name in those credits. I can't. I really can't. But there you go. Lionel says, games being £70 nowadays is ridiculous. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Now, if you remember back to the days of the 90s, games increased in price up to £40. Everyone started complaining about that. So in the end, they reduced the price to $29.99. For a very long time, games were available for $29.99. Then they creep back up to £40 again, and then slowly over time, now they've just been increasing and increasing and increasing. Wait for the music to die down again. And yes, it's scandalous that games are £70. It's you know, it's just ridiculous. It really is. Wouldn't be so bad if that was £70 and it was all in, everything was available, but you know, they still do extra packs and DLCs to add to the price of this. You could be at the end talking, I mean, if it's like a Call of Duty game, you're talking about £100 per game in actual price if you buy everything. It's ridiculous, it really is, it's ridiculous, you know. Lionel says 19 years, has been around since 2002. Yes, I bet Casper Ackerman drove for Minardi in 2002. All the best drivers started at Minardi. Yes, they did, and I bet he was there. Matthew says Dave would have failed on expert difficulty. I think you're right there, Matt. I think I made the best decision there, actually, because as I said, one thing I didn't want to do was have to keep restarting it, because for you, the viewer watching, that would have been boring, and for me, when I have to keep restarting things, I get very frustrated as well, so that would have been bad for me to keep doing it. I am going to go and do it on the hard difficulty, but I'm going to do that away from YouTube, because if I keep buggering it up, then I'm just going to keep restarting it. But you've got to think of the viewer, and I say doing that for viewer, it's quite boring to keep watching me keep restarting it. So yeah, I think I picked the best difficulty. It wasn't that bad, but you know, everyone out there watching this, go and do it on the hard, and you probably have a great time with it. You really will. And I am going to go and do it on hard myself at some point in the future as well, just to see if I can do it, basically. Plynal says, I know, but it's better watching live because you get to read the comments. That's true. That's true. That's true. It's better not to watch other YouTubers until you play the modes. Yeah, I agree with you there, Matt. It's the same when the new F1 game comes out, because as everyone knows, I don't get the new F1 game until it's actually out for everyone else to buy. I don't get it on a 1 week, you know, pre-release, because you have to pay extra money for that. I can't be bothered with that bullshit. So I get it the day everyone else gets it. And when that happens, or a couple of days before, because the others get it early, all I do is I go to one of the popular F1 channels and I just watch like 5 minutes, just get a gist of what's going on, and then I'm done. And I don't watch anything else because I don't want to see how other people are doing it, basically. So, you know, I want things to be a surprise to me playing it. I don't want to know everything from the start. That's the trouble with the world right now. Everything's given to us on a plate, and I miss the old days of when you got stuck on something. There was no tips on what to do because there was no internet. I used to get, when I PS2 days, I used to get stuck on games, and I'm like, sometimes now I used to buy this PlayStation magazine, yeah, so if I got stuck on a game, sometimes I'd have to wait a whole month until the magazine came out, and just hoping that there was tips in it for the game that I was playing. Yeah, just hoping, because I say there was no internet. It was a great time. It really was. Can you imagine nowadays waiting a month to see if you can get some tips on, you know, how to beat this boss or whatever? It just doesn't happen nowadays. You get the answer to it in about 2 seconds as soon as you put it into Google. But back then, yeah, you had to wait a month. And there's a particular game I remember. It was a Tomb Raider game back in 2001, I think it was, or 2002, and it was possibly the worst Tomb Raider game ever. It was called The Angel of Darkness, and there was one point in the game where you had to kill this, like, I don't know what it was, beetle, bug, monster or whatever. It was a damn great bloody bug anyway that you had to kill, and oh my god, for the life of me I could not work out how to kill this bug. He had 4 flaps on his back which would spit out acid, yeah, and you basically had to blow the flaps off so that he wouldn't spit the acid out anymore. Now, I could not work it out for love nor money, and I had to wait a whole month until this magazine came out, and thankfully there was tips for the game I was playing, which was The Angel of Darkness, and there it was just remarkable. It was just remarkable. They said in the tips, when you're firing at the flaps, press the square button to redirect your gun to a different flap, and that's what I wasn't doing. That's what I wasn't doing, because it didn't say anywhere in the instructions that's what you had to do. But yeah, you had to press the square button, and then instead of aiming your gun just at this one set of flaps, it would then divert to the next set of flaps, and then and that's how you beat the boss. And as soon as I did that, I beat the boss in one go, and I was like, oh my god, I've been sitting here for a month trying desperately to beat the boss, and there it is, the answer was there. Just imagine today people doing that. It just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. But that's a great memory of not having the internet, I have to say. Plynal says, I'm impressed you lasted over a year without spoilers. Yeah, I'm quite impressed that I did as well, and I'm glad I did, because obviously I've got all the games to keep playing, so I really didn't have to go to breaking point at any point, because I didn't want to put it on the channel until I was ready to put it on the channel, and that's what I've done. So yeah, I'm impressed that I managed to not see anything about it. Plynal says, Grid Legends has a story, however additional storylines are behind a paywall, which is a shame. Oh, that's a pain in the arse. That's a pain in the arse. Matthew says Jess McFadden is in the credits and Dave isn't. YouTube, block Matthew D'Souza now. Thank you. Hopefully next time they have scenes if you fail and chapters if you fail. Yeah, hopefully. Yes, that's a great idea, says Plynal. Fail cutscenes, yes. Matthew says, make the story interactive and unset where your choices have consequences to the rest of the game. Doubt they will do it, though, yeah. In GT4, says Plynal, they had a failed cutscene in almost every mission, and you also get angry phone calls. It's like an alternative timeline when you fail everything. Yeah, GT4, I love that game. The best story games are where everyone's story is different, like Until Dawn, but these games are very rare. Yes, they are. Very rare. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap that up because, as usual, I've managed to spin out pretty much nothing into about an hour and a half. Which is usually what happens. So we're going to end it there. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everyone that's been watching this series over the past 3 weeks, I think it's been now. Yeah, so a little bit of entertainment to keep you going while Hookster Talks is off the air on a Thursday at the moment. As I say, there's really nothing to talk about, so there's no point. I'm hoping to have a Hookster Talks next week, just before Christmas. Depending on when Christmas is, I can't remember. Knowing my luck, Christmas will be on the Thursday. So I won't be able to do that after all. But I can't remember the dates. What's it today? It's the 17th today. 18th is Sunday. 19th is Monday. 20th is Tuesday. 21st is Wednesday. Oh, it's only the 22nd on Thursday. Oh, I might be able to do it then. So yeah, next week I may be able to do a special Christmas Hookster Talks. As usual, I won't have any topics to talk about. It'll just be me spouting shit as usual. But hopefully we'll get some guests on if I can drag them away from the Christmas festivities and get some people on. So there you go. Just wait for the music to die down again. Thank you very much. So I'd just like to say thank you everyone for watching the series. And I'll be back with the next video, which will be the All Seasons on Sunday now, I do believe. Yes. So I'd just like to say thank you to Matthew D'Souza, to Plynal Plessy, and who else did we have? The Moaning Yorkshireman was in there as well, and also we had Scott Barnes, and the Iron Patriot was in there as well. Thank you to everyone who has been in the stream tonight. Stay warm tonight. It's going to warm up next couple of days. Thank God, because I'm literally turning into a frozen turkey right now. Yeah, I'm literally turning into a frozen turkey. So thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. Awesome as always, and I will catch you in the next video.